Subscribe, please.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's your favorite Gimp with a Limp, and I'm here with one more Wave 2 unboxing for you. This is the RZ2 Awing, the new one that I did not have the other day when I did my Resistance and Mining Guild tie. So the gaming store, Gamers Armory, they got one in for me very quickly, actually a week ahead of when I originally thought it was going to come in. So I do appreciate that. Thank you, Gamers Armory. So yeah, there's a little price sticker up there. They've got good prices, by the way, so definitely check them out. And here's the back of it. You can see it comes with a bunch of cool stuff, and it's got its cool tiny little A-wing there from the Resistance. I like it's got a sleeker design than the fat A-wing from the original trilogy. So let's pop this open and see what all comes with it. It seems like from doing a little list building that you're either going to need like one of these or a handful of them. Because the list I was trying to make with them, it seems like almost every list you can perfectly fit in one A-wing in there. You know, it's got the roughly the 30 to 35 point range for the pilots. And if you put something like a Falcon and a T-70 Xwing into the list, you'll have enough points left over for a decent A-wing. So it seems like it fits in there. They almost like designed it that way probably to make you guys want to get it. Again, I would have preferred just for cost purposes if they had just put them into the conversion kit. God, I cannot get these boxes open near as easily as the old boxes. All right, we're gonna rip these boxes. I know this probably drives some people crazy who like probably hold on to this stuff, but I don't. I tear it all apart and take and move on with my life. I don't have to hold on to it. Okay, here we go. I finally got the all out for you guys. I do apologize. It's taking a sec. Maybe next time I'll do this ahead of time. Bam! There it is. Cute little A-wing. I do like the paint style. I like the ship design. It is really cool looking. I definitely think they did good on it. I just wish I didn't have to pay for an extra one. So let's see what few cards and dials and everything this comes with. I got to see someone actually fly this the other day when I was over at the Armory taking and getting in a few Xwing matches. And, oh, he got destroyed, too. I felt so bad for him because the guy he was playing did a 55 point bid on the match. He had just two ships. I think he had, what was it? Sunterfell and Whisper, I think, were the two ships he was flying. Or maybe it was Kylo. No, yeah, it was Sunterfell and Whisper because it couldn't have been Kylo. And he destroyed the other guy. I mean, 55 point bid and absolutely just tore him apart. All right, so here is the dial that it comes with. Actually, it looks, wow, that is a good dial. No one straight, which is kind of expected because they're a quick ship, but they do have white one hards and blue everything for speed 2. That is love. Oh, and blue everything for speed 3. I don't think I've seen any other ship that has a 3 bank that's blue besides the Shadowcaster. So that's very nice. Plus they have the 3 bank S loop and 3 hards. That's great as well. A speed 4 blue and a speed 5 that is blue. That is definitely the first blue speed 5 that I can think of, unless the Shadowcaster had one. I don't think it did. You guys tell me in the comments if I'm wrong on that. And they have a speed 5 K-turn, which I love the speed 5 K-turns. I definitely do that. So these things are going to be shit hot. Damn, now I want another one. Wow, that is one maneuverable little ship. There's one dial, and then here's, or one token. Here's a couple other tokens for it. I don't worry about punching these out anymore. I've got the curl paw ones. But if you guys notice, right there is a turret marker because this A-wing can fire backwards. Now, they only have 2 dice, but being able to fire backwards is freaking lovely. Here we go. Pilot skill 5. I am not going to pronounce that. Something Lumpar. While you defend or perform a primary attack, if you are stressed, you must roll 1 fewer defense die or 1 additional attack die. I saw this used by a buddy of mine the other day. Seemed like it did pretty well. He deliberately stressed himself to take and be able to chuck the extra die. So that's a neat thing for the A-wing to do. If it gets in a good position, it can stress itself, through certain types of actions to take and get an extra attack. You guys can see down there on the bottom left with that red that it is a mobile arc, but it says in the refined gyro stabilizers, you can rotate your arc indicator to only your front or your back. And after you perform an action, you may perform a red boost or a rotate your arc action, but it will be red as well. So that is pretty sweet. You see 3 agility, so that's awesome. But 2 hull and 2 shields. This thing's fragile. It can be one shot off the board if you take a hard hit and roll bad. So just like any other light ship, they can be busted up real good. But it is a nice maneuverable ship for the Resistance. Talisani, when an enemy ship is in your bullseye, performs an attack, you may spend 1 charge. She has a reoccurring charge there. I'm guessing that's a she. If you do, the defender rolls 1 additional die. So that's a good thing for this A-Wing. If it can keep something in its bullseye, and the way this sounds, it's not just this ship. It can do it for allies as well. But being able to roll 4 evade dice is sweet if you have the enemy in the bullseye. So that is nice. And Greer. Now this is one I definitely got in my list. Pilot skill 4 is not, horribly great, but it's pretty decent. After you fully execute a maneuver, you may rotate your dial. In Xwing, the game is all about that action economy and being able to have a free action if you need it, so you can still focus, evade, target lock, whatever you want to do, boost and barrel. God, these things are so maneuverable. That is sweet. That's a free action anytime you complete your maneuver. So that's definitely excellent. Pilot skill 3, do not skip your perform action step after you partially execute a maneuver. Not horrible. Pretty decent, especially, well, actually I could see it. If you wanted to use this thing as like a bump master and take and, cause a lot of collisions or something like that, where you're going to be in the thick of it, that will be a good thing to be able to still get your focus or your evade to keep the ship flying longer. Here we go. We've got a generic skill level 3 and a generic skill level 1. I would have liked to maybe see, well, I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm thinking of the kits, but yeah, it doesn't really need more than 1 of those cards because you'd have to buy more. And I gotta say, I like how they include these with all the expansions now, the pre-made ships that you can take and fly. It gives you kind of a good idea of what to do. And some people are talking about in my local group to take and do some tournaments where you have to base your list off of these pre-made cards. So you'll take and pick something off the card, and that's what you're gonna fly. Let's see what kind of upgrades. Heroic, which I like this thing. It is 1 point, and it's kind of ridiculous. When you defend or attack, if you only have blank results and have 2 or more results, so it can't be just a single die, you may re-roll any number of your dice. So for 1 point, you have a free re-roll when you whiff. So if you take and whiff on your evades, which green dice, they're going to whiff. That's just going to happen. You can take and re-roll that shit. For 1 point, that is just outstanding. That is worth taking. Ferris Fear Paint. This is also resistance only. After an enemy ship locks you, if you are not in that ship's bullseye, that ship gains 1 stress token. And it's kind of interesting. I can see the useful. Prime Thrusters we saw recently for barrel rolls and boost. Homing missiles and proton rockets. So a couple of generics. I'm putting concussion missiles on my A-Wing. Concussion missiles, or damn, I can't remember the other name of them, but something that has 3 or 4 charges on it to give the A-Wing a few different attacks where they can take an attack with 3 dice versus just 1 dice, or just 2 dice will make them a little more meaty in the battle. Gotta say, I like the A-Wings. Definitely going to have some fun with these things. I'm looking forward to getting it to the table and seeing how well it does mixed up with Ray and my Jess T70. I think that list is actually going to do pretty well. I might take and do a video showing the list and let you guys critique it. All right, that's going to be it for me. You guys take care. I'll catch you in the next one.